So picture this. You're in the middle of a coding session on your main computer. You get up, walk away, and then pick up that exact same session with all the context right on your phone. Well, that's the promise behind a new feature from Anthropic called Claude Code Remote Control. And yeah, it's all about untethering you from your desk.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You're deep in the zone, working with an AI, and you have to step away. When you come back, poof, the context is just gone. You have to start all over explaining everything. But what if you didn't have to?
This really gets to the heart of the frustration with a lot of AI coding today. We're basically chained to our desks. These amazing AI partners are trapped inside one terminal, totally cut off from our actual local development environment. And here's what that friction actually looks like. Every single time you switch a device, the AI basically gets amnesia. You have to feed it the files again, re-explain what you're trying to do, and help it rebuild its entire understanding of your project. Your whole local setup, the file system, your servers, it's all stuck on that one machine, completely out of reach for your AI if you're on the move.
So what's Anthropic's big idea to fix this? Well, they've built something that acts like a remote control, not for your TV, but for your entire coding repository and the AI session itself. And the most important word in that whole definition is locally. This thing connects Claude on the web or your phone to a session that is actively running on your computer. So let's be super clear. This is not about moving your work to the cloud. It's about giving you a secure portal right back to your own machine.
And that is the key difference right there. This is not like GitHub Codespaces where a new environment is spun up in the cloud for you. No. Just think of your phone or your web browser as a simple window looking directly into the terminal process that's running on your main dev machine. All the smarts, the files, the context, it all stays right there on your local machine.
Okay, but how does this connection actually work without, punching a massive security hole into your computer? Let's take a quick peek behind the curtain.
This comparison makes it all make sense. You'd use the standard Claude code on the web when you're starting something totally new, in a safe, sandboxed cloud environment. But you use remote control when you're already deep into a project and you need to continue that specific local session from somewhere else. It's all about continuity versus starting with a clean slate.
And getting this thing started is surprisingly simple. You literally run one command in your terminal. It spits out a URL and a QR code. You open that link on another device and boom, you're in. You are now controlling your local session from wherever you are. Now, for anyone worried about security, this is the key. Your machine never, ever opens a port to the internet. Instead, the local tool just reaches out securely to Anthropic servers and asks, hey, any new instructions for me? It's a total one-way street, and all the traffic is encrypted with temporary credentials.
Okay, so that's the official story. The promise is huge, but this is a brand new feature, so let's see how it actually holds up when the rubber meets the road.
On paper, the benefits are just fantastic. You get to access your entire local environment, have a conversation with Claude that syncs across all your devices, and it can even survive your laptop going to sleep for a bit. It's the dream, right? An AI collaborator that actually remembers what you were doing.
But here's a little dose of reality from developer Simon Willison. In his early tests, things weren't exactly smooth. He ran into situations where the session would just completely break, returning server errors on every single prompt. Not exactly a seamless experience.
And he details a few other issues too. There were setup bugs, weird errors when a session was restarted, and you're limited to only one remote session at a time. Oh, and if you close that terminal window on your main machine, the whole connection dies. So it's not quite magic, at least not yet. So it is absolutely crucial to remember that Anthropic is calling this a research preview. They know it's not perfect. That janky experience Simon Willison reported is kind of what you'd expect from a feature this early in its life. The foundation is definitely there, but the polish, that's going to take some time. So if we put the early bugs aside for a moment, what does this all mean for the future? Well, even in its current state, this is about way more than just convenience. It's pointing to a really fundamental shift in how we work.
And this is the big idea. We are finally leaving behind the era of AI assistants with amnesia, where every single chat is a brand new blank slate. This feels like the first real step towards an AI with persistent context, an AI that remembers your project day to day, acting less like a temporary tool and more like a permanent member of your dev team.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. Are we heading towards a future of ambient, always-on AI collaboration, where our development environment and our AI partner are one and the same, and we can access them from anywhere? Remote control might just be the first shaky step in that exact direction.